Broadcasting from the Dixon Petunia Festival Sweetland Studios, this is Along the Rock.
Hello again, and welcome to another edition of Along the Rock, a podcast that pays homage to the people of the Sauk Valley and the river that runs through it. My name is Mark Morris, my guest today. Very nice to have him in studio. The first time he appeared on this program, he was a Zoom caller.
That's right, yes.
Well, I guess we were a Zoom caller to him. he hadn't come to town yet, but Jimmy Ferraro is the new head man at the Dixon Stage Left operation, downtown Dixon.
Thank you, Mark. The artistic director.
Artistic director, I'm sorry. Lots of titles being thrown around here and there, but at the moment you're probably doing a little more than just directing artistically.
Oh, yes.
Because there's a lot going on. Tell us, I guess, bring us up to speed, first of all, on fundraising, and number two, on construction.
Okay, fundraising. Well, our next fundraiser, the first one we're doing for the year 2025, happens on June 6th, 7th, and 8th. And that's going to be a murder mystery dinner show called A Bullet for the Boss. And it's a mafia murder mystery. We just cast it last week, so we're excited to be getting ready for that one. And that's going to be held off-site since we're under renovations. That's going to be at Lena's Social Club, which is right across the street from our theater.
Not too far off-site.
No, not exactly. Right across the street from our theater, and they're going to have a 4-course Italian-style dinner. And the show, which is it's an interactive musical comedy murder mystery. Now that's a mouthful, but ours, it was so successful when we did it last fall in November. In fact, we were sold out weeks before, and we had to add an extra performance. So we're hoping that this one turns out just the same. We've sold way over 100 tickets already.
Wow.
So it's pretty exciting.
All right, over 100 tickets sold. What's the capacity?
Oh, well, actually, in this setting, we have a capacity of about 90 each night. So that'll be 3 nights long.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I suppose if it came to that, you could add another night or another matinee or something.
Yeah, so we've done that in the past, so that would be the right thing to do. Sure. And people are excited about it. This murder mystery has really caught on. I wrote my first one in 2002. Now, that's a long time ago, isn't it?
It is now.
But oddly enough, it's the one that I've done the most, and that's my big fat Italian wedding murder. And that's the one that I did for 5 weeks in Chicago.
Right.
And received the Chicago's Post Reader's Choice Award for that one. And we did that at the Dixon Stage Left last fall. It was a big success. Yeah. And I've written many, many more since, and they seem to be really catching on. I think there's a whole audience, like a specific audience that really likes to go to these participation theater events because you get play money so you can bribe the suspects, and you have to look for clues.
That I had heard.
Oh yeah, you got to look for clues, and they'll come around and mingle with you, and if you want to ask them questions, they'll tell you, well, give me some money first, and then I'll answer your questions. But it's very fun. We have prizes, and the audience gets up, and we have dancing and singing. It's quite the event. So that's going to be on June 6th, 7th, and 8th at Lena's Social Club.
And Lena's, of course, the former, for those who haven't been downtown in a while, former Mama Semino's.
Yes, exactly.
And they're still in the process of getting set up for it to be a full service restaurant.
Oh, yes, and they're planning on having a huge banquet room on the 2nd floor. The dining room is getting ready for us to open there. And they're doing quite a great takeout business. Their pizzas are awesome.
Yeah. So there have always been, Jimmy, a number of people who have never been to the theater, just plain have never been to the theater, whether it's, that's a hoity-toity thing, and I wouldn't be caught dead there, or those theater people are weird. I don't want to mix with them. I've always been those kind of people. I've never quite understood it. Well, my advantage was I grew up in a theater
people.
I grew up in a theater family, so although it is kind of strange, in some ways to me it was normal, and it should be normal to most people. But these murder mysteries now, as you say, have become very popular.
Yeah.
And you've been, how many have you written altogether?
Over a dozen.
Okay, so you can crank them out pretty
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Okay, so that adds another element to it. There's no longer an invisible wall.
Right. We're right with the people. We mingle right with the guests.
So I guess my question, as asking as somebody pretending I had never been to one of these, well, how do I do this? I'm not an actor.
Oh, there's no audience participation as far as acting roles.
Okay.
We do have our own set of actors that perform the show. The interaction is between the guests as asking questions and finding out clues. That's how we get them involved in the show.
Okay.
So it's not like a party game that they have nowadays where someone is given a script and the audience participates that way. Ours are not set up that way.
So there is a way to introduce people that doesn't make them feel like everybody is looking at them.
Oh, no, right. Yes, of course.
The spotlight.
Of course. And, with this particular show, Bullet for the Boss, it takes place in the 1920s. So we do encourage our patrons, if they want to dress up, get your fedora out, or
Sure.
put on your flapper dress and come and join the crowd.
All right. And that has been, it's been done elsewhere, as you've said.
Oh, yes.
And very successfully. Okay, well, that's coming up very quickly because
Yes.
we're in May now, and so it's, I guess, as of the taping of this program, and I'm not sure what the turnaround will be on this, but stay tuned, as they say in radio. But it'll be soon. Are the people who are auditioning for your shows, are they all people who consider theater their avocation? Or do some of them consider it their vocation?
We have a wide range of talents coming. I mean, there are actors that have never performed ever, and they come to the auditions, and I read them, and I ask them questions, and I've hired several that have not experienced at all. This is their chance, to light up the stage.
So what do you look for?
Well, first of all, I look for their speaking voice and their type, depending on what characters I'm looking for. For instance, in Bullet for the Boss, we want to kind of have that New York thing going, New York mafia types. So I look for that. And then, of course, if they can sing, that's always an added thing. And for instance, with this Bullet for the Boss, I had this one woman that came in that read great. And I think, what can I use her for? I really don't have a character that's right. So I wrote in a character, and I gave her a song, too. So see how it worked. Yeah, so that'll
Okay.
be, I guess,
See,
as a writer, I
you're
can do
writing it
that.
on the fly.
There you go. Yeah. So I gave her a character name, I gave her a character description, and I gave her a song. So there, she didn't think she was right for the show at all, but it just happened like that.
I made you right for the show. How do you like that, baby?
Now, we have lots of other things going. We have our Readers Theater that's coming up too, and that's
Okay.
going to be in July 26th and 27th at the Next Picture Show, again, off-site.
Again,
And
downtown.
At the Next Picture Show. And that was written by our local playwright who submitted his play. That's Perry Paliga. And I read the play and I thought, this is really terrific. So he agreed that we could do it as Readers Theater. And it's classic Readers Theater. And by that, I mean, the actors are going to be rehearsed with, it's not staged. They'll be on stools with a music stand in front of them and the script. There's no memorization. But when we rehearse, we work on their characters and the delivery of the spoken word. So when you come to it, it's really kind of like listening to a radio show. And
It's a good comparison.
yeah, and it's proven in the past to be very successful. So
I
we
guess-
have that coming up as well.
Yeah, in school we call it oral interpret.
There you go. Exactly.
So, and what's been the level of interest in that thus far?
Lots. Dixon Stage Left has done them before with great success. So they haven't done one in a long time. So now we have this particular project by Perry, and we're going to let it go. And hopefully we'll be able to do a production of it in the future.
It's the 61st year of a Dixon tradition. The 2025 Petunia Festival returns July 3rd through 6th with fireworks, music, the carnival, and memories in the making. Plan your weekend at petuniafestival.org.
Okay.
We have auditions coming up again. on May 18th and 19th at the theater. And this is for our summer production of Julius Caesar.
Summer in the Park?
Summer in the Park, yes. We're excited about this. It's going to be at the Sauk Valley Community College on their outdoor stage.
Okay.
So that's going to be fun.
So it really is.
Yeah. It'll be very fun. And my assistant and technical director, Ben Leitner, is going to be directing it. So it's pretty exciting, a great opportunity for him. He's pretty excited about the whole deal. We all are.
If somebody has an aversion, whether it's based on fact or reputation about Shakespeare, what do you tell them?
I tell them, come on out, come one and all, because this is a great version of, there's so many different versions and adaptations of this. This is a 1-hour version. And I thought it was particularly good for being outdoor in the summertime, because that's going to play in August.
Okay.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it, doing a classic.
Yeah, that will be interesting. How many shows have they done on the outdoor stage?
Not many. In fact, I think we might be the very first one. So that's exciting in itself and innovative for Ben Leitner, this set designer, because now he's going to have to come up with ideas for an outdoor drama. So the sets are a little different that way, and especially since the seating is in like a mezzaluna.
Right.
So he has to be very careful with sight lines and how he's going to decorate the stage.
Daylight or nighttime?
Daylight, 4 o'clock, I think, in the afternoon, twilight. So that'll be nice.
So the lighting will be, hit or miss. It will be based on the changing of the seasons.
Yes.
The fact that time of the year, the lighting, the natural lighting is there.
Yeah, and we feel so fortunate too, because our executive director, Scott Fatizzi, has given us the go-ahead on all of these new projects. So we're pretty excited about that. And then in November, we're doing another murder mystery.
Okay.
This time it's going to be back at the Elks in Dixon.
Where you did
My Big Fat Italian Wedding Murder. Yes, and this one is called Cake, Candles, and Murder. It's a big birthday party. So we'll see what happens at that birthday party.
All right.
I do have a lot of fun with these murder mysteries.
Yeah.
They're comedy, it's nothing serious, and certainly not Shakespeare or Pinter and Albee.
Yeah.
It's just Jimmy.
Jimmy F. Okay.
There you go.
Well, and then that's fine. And if people dig it, as I used to say, why not?
Mm-hmm.
So, musicals.
Yeah.
How popular are they? I know they're popular to go and see.
Oh, yes.
And most people who have never been to a show of another kind have gone to a musical. Anything up your sleeve for the coming months or even the coming years in terms of that?
Yes, and in fact, we are planning our next season already, and we do have a few musicals that we're looking at. Of course, I'm not able to speak to them about them because we don't have the rights to them yet.
Okay.
So they're just being considered.
All right. So you're not going to give us any more than that?
I don't think I really can, according to the publishers and royalty houses. But I do say that we do have some musicals that we're planning.
Well, okay. Well, why not?
And comedies, Neil Simon. I love Neil Simon. Everybody loves Neil Simon.
Sure.
So we have a few Neil Simon comedies that we're looking at as well.
Okay. Yeah, for several decades, he was it. He was the it man, the it guy.
And now we're thinking about, of course, with next season being in our new space because of all the renovations that are happening. So we'll be in our new space, hopefully with a grand opening after the first of the year.
So that's a deadline. Is that a hard deadline?
No, it's not a hard deadline. It's a hope to be open after the first of the year.
Okay.
We're working toward that.
What do you still need?
We'll still need some walls and all the things that it takes to make a theater. It's an old building, so there's lots of renovations. Sure. Right now, we were working on the second floor, where we're going to move our offices. Mm-hmm. And our offices should be ready by June 1st.
Okay.
So we're moving from the lobby to the offices so they could start working on the lobby.
Okay.
It's pretty exciting,
All right. Facilities already in place. You mentioned the water.
Yes.
The water coming in.
We just got the main water line connected this past week. They had to close down Peoria, and that was a big deal. But it's all done, and we've got all the water pressure we need now. So we get those restrooms up to speed, and that'll be a big start, a big head start.
You're doing, obviously, some cooperative ventures with local restaurants.
Oh, yes.
Will that continue in the way of dinner theater?
Yes, absolutely. It's been my experience that dinner and show works fantastic, and our patrons really like that idea. It's kind of one-stop entertainment.
Sure. Especially in the Midwest.
So there you go. And so we're planning on doing more of them. And it also highlights some of our area restaurants too.
Sure. Okay. Well, it sounds like things are going well. If you had to say my number one top wish list item is at this moment, what would it be?
Having our theater open, the grand opening of our theater. That's my one big wish list. Yeah. So we're looking forward to that.
Okay. I know you've got some construction types who are helping you out.
Oh, we do.
Can probably already, or can always use some more.
Yes, we would appreciate anyone who has interest in volunteering. Come on out and join the club to help renovate our theater. You know, we are a nonprofit, so we do really appreciate anyone to volunteer, even if it's an hour. It's really helpful to us.
Yeah. So, anything else you'd like to pass along that I haven't touched on?
Come and get your tickets. Tickets are on sale for A Bullet for the Boss, our dinner theater murder mystery. They're on sale for Grandmother's Shiv, which is our local playwrights show. That's Reader's Theater, which will be at the next picture show downtown. Tickets on sale for that too. So just go to our website, which is dixonstageleft.org, and or give a call to the theater, speak to Karen at the main desk there, and she'll set you up with tickets.
All right. You've also got, what do they call it, swag available online.
Oh, we certainly do. We have lots of merchandise, T-shirts and caps and coasters and mouse pads. Yeah, that's fun to go to the website and kind of see. We've got lots of things on there and pictures of past shows, as well as all the information that you need to buy tickets, to audition, etc.
Theater is for the people.
Indeed. Here we are, Mark. Showbiz, it's our life.
I appreciate it.
Oh my goodness, I appreciate you. I had a ball.
Yeah, and thanks for coming up all these stairs.
Oh my goodness, I'm used to it with our theater.
Yeah, we'll ask you again, I'm sure. Jimmy Ferraro is our guest today, and he is a busy, busy man these days, and I'm sure will continue to be. I'm Mark Morris, as I'm sure you've noticed by now, and I'd like to thank Jimmy. Also like to thank our cast, actually our crew here, for making this program a possibility and a reality. And hope you can join us next time and all the times thereafter along the route.